Hi guys, this is gonna be a technical video for all those people who have hardware that's connected with VMD. So Intel VMD is an Intel Xeon scalable processor feature that enables direct control and management of the latest NVMe SSD, so the solid state drives, but these small things, from the PCIe bus without additional hardware adapters and so on. So some of the PCs sold today, supported processors, need something extra. So they boot up into something black, and ArcoLinux came aware of it at some point in time, and the time was 22 November 2020. This was posted, so it makes sense, guys, to go and have a look at the bugs.arcolinux.org. So have a look at there, because that's where you get the details. That's so that you know, okay, they know, and then let the geeks and the nerds do the job, and then the updates come in. It takes time, but you just sit back and wait and enjoy, right? So a fresh install is unable to boot from Intel NVMe due to the missing module VMD. It says here the NVMe device doesn't show up during init.rd due to this. The missing root device causes boot failure. So mkinitcpio is one of the things that's important on your system. It ensures that everything is known to the system, all the parts of your computer are loaded, modules are found, and all that. So in the meantime, it's fixed already. So this is version 29-1. So all these are all the hooks he did. And there's some SUSE, Red Hat stuff, pointing to the same things. And people, well, this is important for us, right? Reason for closing, it's implemented. It's done, it's finished, it's in there. mkinitcpio 31 implements this. So here we have some references. Pavilion is here, Dell is in problem, SS is in problems here, Dell is here. So me too, and SS again, SS. So these guys solve the issue by creating a new package. So the Ctrl-T, sudo pacman -s/yyuu, or just update in our system, you get the sudo pacman -s mkinitcpio, this version 31-2. That's the one we need. If you run that thing, it's gonna load up the extra module. It's actually in the block devices that this VMD has been added, and we can have a look at it as well. If we go to here to, yeah, I know it. It's in file system, it's in user, is it in share, or is it in lib? That's always the question. I'm gonna try this one, and nope. So it's gonna be in lib, library. There you are, initcpio. So we have, this is actually what is delivered. How do you know these things? Go to PAMAC, and then type it in. mkinitcpio, this guy, make it bigger, files. These are the files. So lib initcpio, that's how you know. So in hooks, was it? There is, let's see if it's hooks or not. Nope, it's install in block. You'll find information about this VMD, Intel Volume Management Device. And if you read the code a little bit, it says build local filter, map add, and so on. For filter in, done. Then add checked modules is gonna check for FireWire, MMC, Virtuo, NVDIMM, but also for VMD. So that's probably what's been added. We could have a look at the GitHub, what has changed in the packages. But we're glad to see a VMD in there. So as far as I understand, because I don't have the hardware here at home, is that you update your system, you're on a black machine, you update your system, you get this mkinitcpio in, which means you do a sudo make initcpio -p. P means all of them, right? And it's all there. Read. -p means go get all the presets, process all presets contained, etc., etc. Okay, so that's that. Oops, sorry. So sudo make initcpio -p, boom. And if there was a VMD available on my machine, it would be processed as well inside the build hook. That's the one that's gonna find out, hey, he's got a VMD. So it will be added to the list. All right. May I include one other thing in the video which will affect us all. So this VMD thing only affects people who have the hardware. But this, what I'm gonna tell you now, and I'll make a separate video as well, is gonna affect everyone. That is in the January edition. We'll go to etc make initcpio.conf. So the next one. Let's get you out of here. So we have this file, and that file will have by default no modules, no binaries, no files. They're standard hooks, but also none of these guys. So normally if you visit your own files, you'll have this. If you want to join us or follow us, you can keep everything as is. But if you want to follow us, you will actually be building it. Use this to compress the init RAM files image by default. ZSTD compression is used. So if you do it like us, in January, ISO will not use exec anymore. As a result, this is the difference. So I can go arrow up. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Right? The difference here, if we put this back on, save. Yeah, I don't know if it's saved, because this is Atom, and you know I'm a Sublime Text guy. So make initcpio, making sure that it's working with Sublime Text. Plain text, Perl. Voila, it's saved. Now we can count. I don't know the numbers anymore, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, needless to count on, you know, the other option is going to be faster. All right, clear. That is super fast. If we change this back to still busy, if we shall change this back to this thing, there's one disadvantage, and that's why I've been waiting quite a bit, some months, to do this jump. I know that people sometimes downgrade their kernels. You can't go downgrading too far, because at some point in time when you downgrade, like, I don't know, a year ago or something like that, it will not support ZST compression, right? So going back a few months will be okay, but that's one of the reasons that I said, let's wait, because downgrading kernels is something our user base does from time to time. We need to do it from time to time. So now we are going to make the jump in January. So everything is hashtagged. We save it. Voila. And let's look at the speed again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Voila, 5 or 20. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you can enjoy your machines, right? Because things like VMD it's a pity, right? But it's solved again. So trust in the ArcoLinux guys to solve all these things, because sometimes there will be new hardware or bugs. But trust me, after 4 years of working on ArcoLinux, Give it 3 days and it's fixed. Who can say that for a free operating system? Let's not forget that. Cheers.